I'm not a bully. So, I don't really like when people bully. So don't. I've played with U8 for a very, very long time. So I understand when he does that kind of stuff, he's kind of joking around. I never, like, he never insults you, right? He tells you you don't play right. He tells you you're not doing stuff right, etc. But he's always borderline, right? He's always keeping it kinda without insulting people. And I think it's okay-ish. I don't do it, but I think I can accept. I can, you know, if he's trying to point out what you're doing wrong and how you can improve, that's good enough for me, right? It's one way or another to get better, right? I guess. I think it should not top the fact that you're having fun. If Nighttime is not having fun because of this, then yeah, I mean, I can understand why he's not playing. I'm not gonna blame him for not playing if he's not enjoying the company, so to speak. But it is what it is. I want to keep it friendly and funny for everybody. At the same time, I don't want to intervene and stop people from being themselves. If you see what I mean. It's hard to... I'm not reading all the chat. Like, I don't know exactly all that happened here, but I'm pretty sure there was no insult. So... like, I know my players a little bit. I don't think U8 would insult anybody, so... It is what it is. Uh-oh. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Oh, Seuss receiving some help here. That might work. Needs to. He should have kept it upgrading. I think that's a mistake he should not have done to stop the upgrade. That's smart to keep it upgrading. If he could, can he decently tower bug this one? No, I don't think he can. Like, the farm is blocking it. That's unfortunate. Well placed. The tower is very well placed by Daybreak because it's 4 tiles away from this one, and so no tower bug allowed. That being said, the firepower of 2 towers might be enough to be annoying, because now that it's starting to hit the peons, and that is actually a huge problem because, yeah, Daybreak needs to deal with that tower. If he doesn't, he's gonna be impaired on his gold flow, and that means he will lose. So he has to deal with the tower eventually, and the second tower is a threat too. We can see that on the other side here, Purple has tried to help Daybreak by sending some grunts, but there are many towers everywhere, and those grunts are damaged when they arrive, so it's pretty cool from U8 and Eternal Games to support Seuss over here with this frontal assault. That's actually working wonders for Seuss. And the tower still stands. The problem is that tower. The other one is not really that important, but this one is the most damaging tower ever. Daybreak is gonna be broke. Yeah. That's gonna be big problem here. And honestly, if I'm in Daybreak's team right now, I need to go and kill that tower for him. That would be my #1 priority if I am against him. I mean, if I'm with him, I mean. Like Hadits, for example. I'm mixing the vision from Norviks. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, good sir. Yeah, Daybreak is screwed. I don't think he can recover from this. He's losing too much. The tower is dead though, that's good. That's very good news. If he gets rid of the footman, maybe Daybreak can come back. Managed to save a bunch of peons here. Try to fight with the peons. He's gonna have 3 peons left. That's very little. He doesn't want to lose those. Like 4 total. Yeah, that's a problem, indeed. Hello, Sai all. Yeah, can he fight this up with his own peons? Oh, I don't know if it's a good idea, man. He can't afford losing too much. Oh, he has 2 peons. Okay. Well, if he has more gold, maybe he can make more. But yeah, that's definitely hurtful. Now, if I'm orange, I need to keep that choke point. Oh no. Yeah, orange needs to keep the choke point for Daybreak. Because Daybreak with only 1 peon and open gold flow is gonna struggle. He cannot command the peon. That was risky to put it back in the hole. I think he's greedy. Okay, we have an attack here from Hades onto U8. U8 is trying to obviously get something else, and that's gonna be, he's gonna struggle. Norviks trying to help a little bit here. He's keeping that close, which is good, but he needs to deal with the footman as well. Oh, he needs to not lose his grunts to the guard towers here. Yeah. Ouch. He needs to deal with the footman, that's for sure. Very hard for him to get there. At the same time, we can see that the push of Hades actually manages to break through. He killed the farm, could not be repaired by more than 1 peon, so that's always a problem. And we can see there are lots of grunts in the base of U8, and you never want to be fighting level 4 grunts with peons, obviously. Looks like the Gondor is gonna fall. Yes, sire, indeed. And we have knights now on the side of U8. We lost a few peons, that's gonna be a problem. But he's slowed down for sure, but he's not killed yet. The 2 strongest players have taken a lot of hits right now, and that's what I love. I really love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think it's the best choice for both teams to go for the strongest player. We have Daybreak here who took a big hit, and now U8 as well. And that's obviously what you want to see when you're watching a good Warcraft 2 game. If you want the game to be interesting, obviously people have to go for the strongest, because that's gonna make the game. That's first of all, this is the best play, because when you're hurting a very good player, you're really slowing. It is very impactful to hurt a strong player. Whereas if you're hurting a beginner, it wouldn't matter in the long run. It doesn't impact the game as much. So best play by both teams. And we like to see good plays. U8 really taken a lot of damage. Only has 3 knights to defend himself. He has a tower though, so that's gonna be enough to defend against those grunts. But yeah, he has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peons left. It's not too much. Actually, Daybreak is also kind of in the same range here, although Daybreak is far behind when it comes to tech, so he's not fighting with ogres there. He's fighting with only grunts. He doesn't have a stronghold. But yeah, I like what Norviks is doing as well. I mean, they need to kill U8, there's no question about that. It's a very smart move indeed to go for the U8. It should definitely be the primary targets. If they kill U8, they basically win. I mean, kind of. We have Eternal Games trying to send some footmen across the map. Eternal Games is partnered with U8. Eternal Games in yellow right here. And Seuss has been very successful with his tower rush on Daybreak. That said, he has not killed him, he's just crippled him, and it might take a bunch of time for Daybreak to come back, but you can see he could afford the catapult, and he's gonna go with the catapult over here. Obviously the orange grunts giving him a wall, and Seuss is not gonna try repairing that. I think Seuss is already into something else. Blood. I don't know, man. It's just not my type of game. I don't like purely reflex games. I like strategy, turn-based strategy. I like MOBAs even. I can play MOBAs. I mean, that's fine. But what I can't stand is just when a game is just purely aiming and shooting. It's not that I'm bad at it. I'm actually not that bad at it, but I just don't like it. It's not what I enjoy. But I guess I don't judge people that are good at it and that love it. You know, I mean, it's good to. I mean, everybody can enjoy whatever they want. You know, it's just not my type of game. It's no judgment. There's nothing to it. At the end of the day, it's just a bunch of pixels moving and people being happy moving those pixels, so... League of Players are mentally doomed. I don't know, man. How the gold team say hello, yellow. True. True. Hello, yellow. Alright, a bunch of dead peons here from Hades, which is great. That's what you want to see. That being said, I don't really like the fact that the attention from Daybreak was completely removed. And you can see on that side, I like that. Daybreak finding use of his catapult to try and harass U8. U8 no longer had a gold mine, and he has been scouted here, which is very, very unfortunate. If you're in U8's shoes, obviously. And we can see that Hades is now bringing some lust into the field with his lusted ogres in Seuss base. Hades really showing off this game. A lot better than yesterday, actually. I would say Hades has improved in one day 10-fold. Sure. Daybreak still finding use of his catapult, trying to chop closer to Seuss base to try and make use of it. Like what I'm saying so far. And that's what the game's getting lower on gold. Still only made footman. And we built a little bit close to the town hall, but at least the gold flow is working. And he's getting some kills over here. I like that. Kind of forgot his army in the outside the base of U8 here, but I guess it's bound to happen to any game that has a lot of, you know, a lot of children playing. League of Legends is just another game that has a lot of, that is very popular amongst young people. So because of that, you're bound to have hate, but it probably is worse than it really is, you know. Because I've never run into issues when playing it with Russian people. I personally don't like the game. It's not my type of game, very much. I don't play it very often, but when I do, it's with Russian friends when I want to practice Russian. And I've never run into any, you know, toxicity or stuff like that, because I just played pre-made. So... But I never, you know, went to compete or anything, so I wouldn't know about that. That being said, that game is going for full time here. And we have knights from UA trying to cheese those peons away. Lusted ogres from Hades still wreaking havoc everywhere. And oh my god, we do have some lusted ogres from Daybreak now, and I guess it's tilting. The balance of the game is tilting toward the Daybreak team, with Hades and Daybreak really doing a lot. Norviks has been impactful with his rush against U8 here. That was very, very impactful actually. Really enjoyed what I saw. Norviks also kept Daybreak alive. I mean, Norviks absolutely absolute Chad in that game. We have to mention it, because when you're one of the weaker player, what more can you expect to do? I mean, this was absolutely fantastic. He kept Daybreak in the game, and if Daybreak is right down right now, and if Daybreak can make lusted ogres, that's solely because of those grounds. Like, literally Norviks carried his whole team again by using those cards. That being said, I like to mention also that Eternal Games as a new player also didn't do too bad. He had a lot of footmen waiting outside U8's base. He tried to keep him alive as well. Norviks just slightly better. But if you look at the kills, I mean, it's 24-24. You know, it's pretty close. So really, really beautiful game by them, obviously. And Hades, the match champion,